Diddy is on possible suicide watch. This is just in breaking news. Let's talk about it.
Ooh, you are listening to the Billy Flint Experience.
Thank you so much for joining us here today at the Billy Flint Experience. I am your host, Billy Flint. We're coming in live here in Germany on a sunny Friday afternoon. Hope everybody's day is going well, productive. As we said at the top of the podcast, let's come to the news prior from some of the information we received earlier this week about the psychological state that Sean Diddy Combs could possibly be in pertaining to his jail stay, and of course, if he is convicted and serve any amount of prison time, the possibility of him being closely watched due to depression and or deleting himself. We have a report, actually it was brought in from TMZ, and it says Diddy, future self-harm, a legitimate concern. And it says celebrity prison coach warns. We have a voiceover of his concern, but we're gonna read a little bit. It says Sean Diddy Combs, many as other inmates have been in prison, but may be holding up okay at the moment behind bars, but concern for his well-being is warranted, a celebrity prison coach tells TMZ. John Fuller, a consultant known for his high-profile clients, he prepared Martha Stewart for her stay in the can, tells TMZ. The rap mogul may not be suicidal in his early days lockup, but concerned that Diddy's mental health might take a decline over a time is valid, especially if the trial ends up going, or if the trial not end up going in his favor. As Fuller puts it, Diddy is likely used to getting his way given his A-list status. However, those days are over, at least for now. And that may become complicated for him to process. Again, as we reported earlier, that was one of my concerns, that given the situation and the state that he is in, being locked up and away from his family, most importantly his children, him having his luxury taken away from him, and being, even though this is not a prison he's in, this is pretty much like a holding facility, but the fact that he is away from a general population, and the report was saying that he was in the SHU, which is the housing, it's like a housing holding facility, and being that they're holding him away from the general population, meaning that he's pretty much by himself, and the only people that he has contact with is his lawyers. As far as his family is concerning, again, as it was reported, they are not really in a position to visit him because of the way the SHU is situated in the prison. It takes a lot to get him out of the SHU and bringing him into a holding tank where he can visit, or there's visitations with his family, with his children, with his mother and whatnot. So it looks pretty bad, but we're going to hear what this celebrity coach, prison coach, has to say.
A psychological profile is given to every inmate who enters a detention facility or a prison. But someone high profile like Diddy, everything. This is his version of 9/11, so to speak. There's very few people can come back from that. And so going from living this life of luxury to self-surrendering to prison, thinking that you might make bail is a dangerous thing for Diddy. So likely they'll put him on suicide watch until the bail situation is straightened out. Mark is a brilliant attorney, so I'm sure he's not going to stop. And he's going to ensure that the prison is upholding their diligence when it comes to making sure that he is psychologically taken care of as well as physically taken care of. That is the most devastating part of it. You have no control of it. You have no phone to make someone do as you wish. No ability to control anybody. You can't eat the food you want. You can't go to places that you're accustomed to going to, no matter how minute they may seem, whether it's your own refrigerator at your house. You hear banging. There's yelling of inmates, particularly if you're in general population. There's no telling what the officers are saying to him as he's lying in his bunk in his cell. And so there are a slew of things that he can be experiencing, but total helplessness is at the top of those things. I think it's possible, but because Diddy has lived on the other side of the law and been affiliated with people who were formerly incarcerated, I don't think the propensity for him to become suicidal or take his life is high. The only time that he may be susceptible to that is if he blows trial or a plea deal of his liking falls through. When the reality that he may not be released for several years sets in, he may become suicidal. But up until that time, hope, because of high-profile attorneys that he has on deck, will supersede his willingness to take his life.
Okay, and it also states that Fuller continued with saying, in Diddy's case, let me see here. Yes, it states in Diddy's case, he has been compared to high-profile sex crime persecution such as R. Kelly and Jeffrey Epstein. And it says Diddy may be experiencing one perk behind bars. And it says that celebrities are used to being completely busy. Phones are always ringing. Meetings, public appearances, and so on. Prison could allow for some peace for Diddy. And I think that, in my own opinion, I think that would be the only redeeming situation for Diddy, is that if he is going to have a stay in prison for any amount of years, is that this will be his opportunity to think about all of the things that he has done to the people that he's hurt, to the people's careers that he has ruined, and him being away from his lifestyle of shrugs and alcohol and debauchery, that he may rise victoriously from this. You know, like people, let's say someone like Gucci Mane. I everybody remember Gucci Mane before he had his his prison stay. He was very much out of shape, but once he was released from prison, he was in very good health. He let go of a lot of the shrugs that he was doing and his debaucherous lifestyle, and he made a complete turnaround to where he became a vegetarian. And with the support of his wife, of course, he's living a very, very healthy lifestyle. Looks very, very healthy. A complete turnaround from the days before his prison stint. So I don't know. Maybe this might work out well for Sean Diddy Combs. But again, the concern over his psychological state from having his luxurious lifestyle taken away. And, you know, think about it. I mean, it's like he probably never had to worry about anyone washing his clothes. He had to not worry about anyone cooking his food. And for someone to go to prison and have to learn how to wash your own clothes or eating the type of food that is provided in prison, you know, just your simple luxuries that, and I would say the people on our level meaning everyday people, 9 to 5 people who have to get up and go to work and cook our dinner and care for our children and wash our clothes and empty our garbage and clean our homes. Those are the things that we are, or washing our cars. You know, those are the things, those are the activities that we are used to. But someone on Sean Diddy Combs' level, he never had to get his hands dirty. So this will be a complete shock to his system. His psychological well-being will be put in actually a state of shock. So this is going to be very interesting to see how it turns out. But again, I mean, some may look at this and say this is well deserved for Diddy, for the things that he have done over the past 30 years to the people that he worked with, the people that he was supposed to manage in the music business, and also the degradation of the relationships that he had with women in his life. I don't know. Some will look at this and say this is very well deserved for him. I'm not going to say that because I'm not going to judge, because I don't know the intricacies of his relationships. I'm only reporting the information that I've researched. So to say a lot of this stuff is 100% true, I don't know, because I wasn't there. So therefore, I am not going to judge. But if any of this stuff is true, his karma is on his doorstep. So we're going to continue to follow the news reports and the outcomes of this. So please stay tuned and listen in. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's The Billy Flint Experience. And once again, I am Billy Flint. We're coming here live in Germany. And again, stay tuned. We hope to be with you again soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Be safe. And we'll be back again soon. See you then.
Go on, you've got another 5 seconds. Say something outrageous.
You dirty bastard.
Go on, again.
You dirty fucker.
What a clever boy.
What a fucking rotter.
Well, that's it for tonight.